Welcome to a special episode of Beyond Our Play, with a behind-the-scenes look at a truffle trip. We shot it in North Carolina with Truffletopia, and it was 3 days of complete chaos, exhaustion, but a lot of fun. So it's the fun part that we want to bring you guys in on, so I hope you enjoy it. We have to get to the other side of the airport, 5 minutes, and we all have to pee. Yes! Yes! Okay, that was kind of a little much. Alright, so he didn't want to give me a Bloody Mary. Yeah. I've had about 4 wines, some champagne. We're going to try an American Airlines Bloody Mary. It tastes like V8 juice. It's like tomato soup, actually. Tomato soup with grilled cheese. Oh, it's so good. I've been violated 10,000 feet in the air. No, we're like 30,000 feet, huh? Yeah.
Hang on. All right, on 3, 2, 1.
All right, we're here in Raleigh. It's my first time in North Carolina. I've always wanted to come here. Great shrimp and grits, apparently. Some hush puppies. I'm excited. But right now, what we really want to do is get our rental car, get our bags, go do the meet and greet.
Do you want him to walk up with a beer or without a beer?
He's all right.
We worked all week in Indianapolis on our show Good Bones. Packed up this morning, hit 2 flights, drank the whole way, which was awesome. Showed up for the meet and greet at the box yard, and it is packed and loud. Shipping containers almost? Yeah? That is so cool. Hi.
Are you guys filming? Because I don't want my daughter on any film. Do we need to move?
My name's Sam.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you, man. James.
James. So I know you sit over there. It was a crowd. It was a whole thing.
Yeah.
I want to focus. I got your wonderful owner, Sean.
Sean, yeah, he's awesome.
I wasn't even rolling the first time. I had to have him do it again. We love whatever it is. I love truffles. I love cooking with truffles. You know what? I haven't been to a pizza place. Like, oh, you don't even have to talk about truffles. Talk about the pizza, because you guys are nice enough to have us here. I still want to do the shout out. So it's, again, if I'm watching this, give me something I want to hear.
Oh, definitely.
There you go. Hang on, let me make sure I'm rolling. I'm gonna start here. I want to go up to your sign. All right, go ahead.
What's going on? How you doing? I'm James with Full Steam RTP. Welcome to our little home away from home, man. Nice little box yard. Came out, built a.
Sorry.
So go ahead. Ask me all that again. Let's do it.
So you're gonna do breakfast tomorrow?
Yes, breakfast tomorrow.
What kind of eggs do you normally get?
Scrambled eggs.
What kind of sauce should you put in that?
Black, white, it doesn't even matter.
Exactly.
Any of the sauces go good with it.
Do you do waffles or pancakes?
Yes.
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 And yes to everything.
It's just you
So-
push them together and go for it.
So you're gonna put some black truffle sauce in there.
Okay.
Literally a quarter of a teaspoon in your syrup, little cup.
Okay.
And then the whipped cream. Take the whipped cream and put some black truffle
Oh,
sauce
you don't
in
even
there.
know. I got a
Mix it
whole
up.
thing for whipped cream already.
Yeah, so listen,
Stir
you're gonna take that whipped cream and just be like this.
I'm already, without the truffle sauce, I'm pouring
I'm
whipped cream all
afraid
over.
about it because we're trying to make you that ice cream in the dessert. But once
Yeah.
you taste that, you're gonna be a truffle addict.
Oh, okay.
Like, you're gonna be called a shivering under a building.
Hey, let me get some of that. Hey, you get me some of that truffle tonight.
Testing. 16983. Hi, good morning. Yes, woo, Red Bull. Woo.
Our producer Jess saw an Instagram by Truffletopia where they put their truffle spread on McDonald's morning biscuits to make them a million times better. So we thought we'd go over to the local place, Biscuitville, which is pretty awesome. Biscuits! That place is so cool. There's a little lady there that's in the back, and she makes fresh biscuits just constantly, every 5 minutes.
Here, Zack.
Yes.
I'm coming in. Look what the guys said from Truffletopia.
Okay.
Look, they
Yes.
said you got to try this on the biscuits. I wanted to surprise you with their sauce. They said you put this stuff on the biscuits. So, and here's a couple.
All right.
But that's in addition to all this that you
Well,
want
we
to
got
try.
a variety right here to try it on, so we can try a bunch of different ones. Olives and summer truffle spread.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Look at that.
They said it goes well with sandwiches.
Okay. And this one right here,
Yeah.
white truffle sauce.
Yeah. Same way. Sandwiches, they said it should go really well. They're curious what you think and what you like the best, but they said do this with biscuits and you're gonna love it.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, so we got a biscuit. It's got bacon, egg, and cheese on it. We're gonna do the olives and summer truffle spread. Ooh, nice little pop there. Oh, that smells amazing. Okay. Sam, do you know how much we gotta put?
Nope.
All right. Smear it on there.
Well, I can smell it, dude.
You smell it?
Yeah.
It smells amazing.
Is this the olive one?
This is the olive
I
one.
can smell the olive. Yeah, I'm coming in.
I love this.
Shut up.
I feel like that's too much. Is it too much? Yeah. I don't know how much I was supposed to put. That's like $600 right there. All right. This is a $3 biscuit. It does smell really good though. It's an interesting taste. This is the olive one.
Cut my mouth. Oh wow.
It's good, right?
Yeah.
What's it?
Reminds me of a dirty martini kind of. But with truffle.
Oh my gosh! We need a truffle martini.
Yeah, we do.
A dirty one. All right. We have to go see Nancy now. We didn't want to be late meeting up with Nancy, our truffle hunt expert, who was sharing a very special and historic plot of land that's been in her family since before the Civil War. And this is where Nancy's truffle trip began, when she decided to turn this into a truffle farm.
All right, so you are standing on Kernodle Brothers Farm. My grandfather and my great uncle. My grandfather was Lucian Kernodle. Lucian, that's an old name. My great uncle was John Brooks, farmed this land. They were born here, and their family goes back, or our family goes back to the mid-1800s.
Wow.
And we've held on to this land.
For me, when I was a kid, I was always moving around. You know, so when they say, oh, this is my hometown and stuff, I don't really have a hometown.
Right.
We moved from here to here, different states and all that. And, I mean, you guys are rooted here.
Yes.
You know, and that's really fascinating because, you know, for me, a lot of my memories are food or, like, going places and everything. And your guys is out here working the four girls working the land.
Yep. So this place just has good memories. There are two places that make me happy. One has always been the farm because it's nothing but good memories, and two is of course the beach, because who's not happy at the beach?
That's true.
But it has such a rich history here, and I remember just walking up and down because my grandma always had the food garden. Walking up and down, she would drag her hoe. These morning glories, they're just the devil. Now the morning glory, it's awful weed, and it is the devil, because when we're out here doing our orchard maintenance, it's nothing but morning glories. And they climb and they just choke everything. And I always, when I'm out here with the morning glories, these morning glories, they're just the devil. And she had to do the work with a hoe. At least we have a string trimmer.
Yeah.
But we be trailing behind her, you know, pulling the weeds. She chop them and we pull them.
So what is something, a story that brings back a good memory for you, that when you see it on the menu or something, just brings back that special moment?
Well, it would be a southern menu, but a homegrown tomato sandwich. Because that's what we used to have as our snack when we were trailing behind our grandma in the garden when she was cussing the morning glories. We'd all each get a tomato. And she made bread back then, so it was homemade bread that she'd slice real thick. And you take that fresh tomato and you'd slice it, and then you'd put it on the bread with mayonnaise, salt, and pepper, and that was it. I'm telling you, that was the best eating ever.
Wow.
Just delicious. And then, you know, the old stories you see, and I actually have a picture I'll share with you guys. My aunt and I are snapping peas. You know, or shelling peas or snapping beans. You know, you sit around under a big tree. Everyone's got their big hat on. It's usually at the end of the day, and you brought the harvest in, and you just start shelling the peas. You know?
Wow.
So, and then it's more about the conversation and just, you know, the camaraderie there.
Well, and that's what all these stories are, is you're starting to realize that it's all about, it wasn't really about the food.
Right.
The food makes you remember, is like, I remember that time, you know, with grandma or something like that, but it's the conversation, it's the experience of, it's what you were doing at the time.
Exactly.
But that's what I want to hear about, is like those important memories
something that really just like, I never thought about it, but this reminds me or of my grandma, or this reminds me, or I do this, I feed this to my kids and I don't even know why. And it's something that's...
So I think for me, it's always been, do you mean like truffle-wise or just anything?
Anything.
So it's always been the Italian sauce. Me and my mom and my sister used to live in an apartment upstairs from my grandparents, and my grandmother made sauce like every Friday. So whenever we would just go down to say hi to Grandma and Grandpa, it just smelled like sauce in the house. So that's always been a staple. That's always been like home feeling, home cooked, and that's one of the things my son loves most is the meatballs. That's like one of the meals that he gets. So that's always been special. I feel like that will always be special. I even have, you know, Mickey's parents, his mom and aunts asking me to teach them how to make the sauce because it's become special to them. So I think that's like, it's just memories. The smell, it just brings you right back to my childhood.
Yeah, that's amazing. What about you?
Mine's gotta probably be the pot roast. Like going home to grandma's after church on Sunday, and the pot roast would be cooking all morning while we're at church. And she'd always get these little rolls, and there would always be corn and like sweet peas, but it's that smell of that pot roast and homemade ice cream. Like I remember in the summer, like she would always make this peach flavored homemade ice cream and like the rock salt wooden homemade ice cream maker. So when I hear those go off, or when I like just see the consistency of homemade ice cream or smell pot roast, that is like
instantly just brings you back.
Mouth starts watering.
Yeah, mouth starts watering, and I feel comfortable and I feel happy, and because I mean we're completely away from my entire family as well, and like so yeah, when smells like that come in, it's like
Just
my mom
takes
is
you
here,
back.
you know, I'm gonna be the emotional one today. Good lord.
I mean, that just shows how powerful food is too. I mean, and do you make that same pot roast too? Are you gonna make it for your kid?
I'm gonna sound like the worst picky eater ever. I don't like pot roast either. I just love the way it smells.
So you don't even like it?
I don't even like the way it tastes.
I don't think that's happened before.
But I love the way it smells.
That's amazing.
And I love the potatoes and the carrots that you cook around it.
Yeah.
That I will go to town on, but the meat itself is not my favorite.
I gotta tell Sam this because I don't think we've ran into this before. So I asked him the question we asked everyone: the food that brings them back.
Yeah.
Hers was pot roast every after church. Her grandma making it, going back, and the smell of it. She doesn't even like pot roast, but that's the food she remembered.
Because the aroma reminds you of after church with grandma.
Yeah.
So the smell.
Like I love the way pot roast smells.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And when my mom makes it, like she makes it the same way. It smells the exact same as what my grandma does, and it just like you can't not be happy or comfortable for me when you smell that, and it just I made you cry too. See?
Well.
I subscribed to Zack's Beyond Our Plate, and he gave me a free used water heater.